3 years ago, I discovered something that changed everything. And it wasn't a new training program, it wasn't a new diet, it wasn't some revolutionary fitness hack. It was something much simpler and much harder. It was the realization that the quality of your body and the quality of your life isn't determined by what you do occasionally. It is determined by what you do every single day without thinking about it. Your habits. And I'm not talking about the big dramatic habits. I'm talking about the small, quiet, daily habits that nobody sees and nobody congratulates you for. So in this video, I'm going to share 17 of those habits with you. The ones that have completely transformed my body, my movement, my mindset, and my quality of life. Some of these habits are physical, some of them are mental. Some of them are going to sound so simple you'll want to dismiss them, but don't. Because simple is not the same as easy. And these habits done consistently will change you in ways that no program or protocol ever could. Habit number 1, move before you think. Now, the first thing I do every single morning without fail, before I check my phone, before I make coffee, before I do anything, is move. Not as a workout, not as a routine, just moving my body and checking in on how it feels. I get on the floor, I squat, I roll, I hang, I explore what my body feels like today. 5 minutes, sometimes 10, that is all that I do. And what this does is set the tone for everything that follows. Because the first decision you make in the morning becomes a template for every decision after it. If the first thing you do is reach for your phone, you've already told your nervous system, external stimulation first, internal awareness second. But if the first thing you do is move your body, if you get into your body before you get into the world, your whole demeanor shifts. You are more present, more grounded, more connected to yourself. So move before you think every single day. Habit number 2, get on the floor every day. This sounds almost too simple to mention, but it might be the most important habit on this list. Every single day, I spend time on the floor, not just passing through it, but actually sitting there, moving there, living there, because the floor is where your body tells you the truth. When you are on the floor, you can't fake mobility, you can't fake strength, you cannot fake control. Either you can move freely down there or you can't. And the more time that you spend down there, the more freely you move. Your hips open, your spine loosens, your balance improves. Your body actually starts to remember what it's supposed to feel like. So get on the floor every single day. It will change your body faster than almost anything else you can do. Habit number 3, do one thing that scares you physically. Every day I do at least one thing that makes my body slightly uncomfortable. So that can be a movement that I haven't tried before, a position that feels unstable, a challenge that my nervous system wants to avoid. And you don't need to be reckless. You don't need to do something dangerous. Just do something that is uncomfortable. Because comfort is where capability goes to die. So every time you avoid a movement because it feels hard or scary or unfamiliar, your nervous system learns that's dangerous. Stay away from there. But every time you do it anyway, every time you breathe through the discomfort and you come out the other side, your nervous system learns, I can handle this, I'm strong. And your world gets a lot bigger. So one uncomfortable thing every day, that's the habit. Habit number 4, accumulate movement throughout the day. I stopped thinking about movement as something that I do for an hour and then stop. Now I think about movement as something that I do all day in small doses constantly. A squat while I'm waiting for the coffee, a hang from the doorframe between calls, a crawl across the floor while I'm thinking through a problem. I make it a habit to walk instead of drive, to take the stairs instead of the elevator. These aren't workouts, they are movement snacks and they add up to something extraordinary over time. Because your body doesn't care about the hour that you spend in a gym, it cares about the other 23 hours. So move through your day, not just during your workout, but all the time. Habit number 5, train your grip every day. Grip strength is one of the most well-researched predictors of longevity and overall health. And ironically, most people never train it. So every day I hang from a bar, from rings, from a tree branch, from whatever I can find. Not for long, just accumulated time throughout the day. I also make it a habit to carry heavy things. So I'll do it for 30 seconds here, a minute there, and by the end of the day, I have accumulated 5 to 10 minutes of grip strength. And what that does to your shoulders, your spine, your posture, your grip is remarkable. So hang every day, carry heavy things every day, and your future self will thank you. Habit number 6, eat less throughout the day. Now, I've personally been eating one meal a day for years now, and it's one of the most transformative habits that I have adopted. Not because of the weight management, not because of the metabolic benefits, although those are very real. For me, the benefits lay in the mental clarity. When you're not constantly thinking about food or food prep or what you're going to eat, you're not planning meals, you're not even managing hunger, your mind is free to focus on other things. And that focus compounds over time dramatically. I feel a lot sharper, more present, more in control of my energy and my attention. But I do not advocate one meal a day for everyone. But I do advocate eating less frequently throughout the day and shortening your feeding window. If you've never tried it, I would challenge you to experiment with this for at least 30 days. The clarity alone is worth it. Habit 7, spend time in a deep squat every day. Now, the deep squat is the most fundamental human resting position. And sadly, most adults can't do it. So every day I accumulate time in this deep squat position, not as an exercise, as a resting position, as a practice. So while I'm reading, while I'm on my phone, while I'm watching something, while I'm filming these videos for you. And what this does to your hips, your ankles, your spine, your digestion, your posture, it is one of the most powerful things you can do for your body. Start with 5 minutes a day, build up to 30. Your body will transform. Habit 8, protect your standards like your life depends on it. So this one isn't physical, but it might be the most important habit on this list. I have high standards for how I move, for how I train, for how I treat my body, for how I show up every single day. And I protect those standards like my life depends on them, because it does. The moment you start negotiating with your standards, the moment you start making exceptions and finding reasons to lower the bar, is the moment that everything starts to slide. And it might not be dramatic, it is slow, it is quiet, one compromise at a time until you completely lose yourself and you don't even know what happened. Your standards are your identity. Protect them at all costs. Habit 9. Train your weaknesses, not your strengths. Most people train what they are already good at because it feels good, because it feels comfortable, because it confirms a story they want to tell about themselves. But your weaknesses are where your fragility lives. So every day I spend time on the things that I'm worst at, the movements that feel impossible, the positions that feel uncomfortable, the capabilities I haven't developed yet. And it's not because I enjoy it, it's because I know that's where the real growth happens. So train your weaknesses, that is where you become unbreakable. Habit 10, move in nature every day. There is something that happens to your body when you take your movement outside, off the flat, predictable surfaces, off the controlled environments and into the real world. Onto uneven ground, changing terrain, wind, sun, cold, heat. Your body has to adapt in ways that it never does in a gym environment. Your nervous system has to respond to real, unpredictable stimuli. And as a result, something shifts, not just physically, but also mentally. You feel more alive, you feel more present, more connected to something bigger than just your workout. So move outside every day, even if it's for just 10 minutes. Habit 11, reflect on your movement every day. So every day I take a few minutes to check in with my body. And I'm not doing this in any complicated way. Just a simple scan of my body, head to toe. What feels tight, what feels free, what is different from yesterday? Because your body is always communicating with you, but all of us are so busy that we just don't pay any attention. And if we're not paying attention, we're going to miss the signals. And that can be the tightness that's building before it becomes an injury, the restriction that's developing before it becomes a limitation. So checking with your body every day, it is always telling you something. Protect your body, nourish your body, and treat your body with respect. It's the only one that you have. Habit 12, never miss 2 days in a row. I don't have a strict rule about training every day. Some days are naturally active rest days, some days are light movement days, not every day is a full bore training. But I have one non-negotiable rule. I never miss 2 days in a row. Because one missed day is a rest, 2 missed days is the beginning of a new pattern, and patterns become habits, and habits eventually become identity. So never miss 2 days in a row. That's the rule. Just show up, do what you said you were going to do, even if it's not your best day. You still walk away the winner because you did not give up into the negative thoughts or the limiting beliefs. So show up. Habit 13, learn something new about your body every week. So every week I try to learn something new. A new movement pattern, a new concept, a new skill, a new way of thinking about the body. And it's not because I need to know more, it is because staying curious keeps me growing. The moment you think that you know everything is the moment that you stop improving. So for you, you can try a new skill like a handstand, attend a dance class, go bouldering, take an art class. I don't care what it is, develop new skills. Stay a student always. Habit 14, challenge someone else to move. So every week I try to get someone else moving. That can be a friend, a family member, a client, a stranger on the internet. Not because I need to, but because sharing movement is one of the most powerful things you can do. When you help someone else discover what their body is capable of, something happens to you too. You remember why you started. You reconnect with the joy of movement. You become more committed to your own practice. So share movement, it multiplies. Habit 15, do the thing that you have been avoiding. There's always something that you've been avoiding. A movement that feels too hard, a practice that you've been putting off, a challenge that you've been telling yourself you'll get to eventually. And every week I identify that thing and I do it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't need to have a well thought out plan. You just need to do it. Because the things that you avoid are always the things that you need to do most. Habit 16, rest with intention. Rest isn't the absence of movement. Rest is intelligent movement at the right dose. On my rest days, I still move, just differently. So I will do a slow walk, a gentle floor session, some hanging, some breathing, maybe a low intensity class with my friends. Heck, sometimes even just cleaning the house will do it for me. And it's not about the intention of training. I'm doing this as recovery, to restore, to give my body what it needs to come back stronger. So rest with intention, not with a couch and a screen. Habit 17, show up when you don't feel like it. This is the most important habit of all, I would think. And it's definitely not the most exciting, not the most dramatic, but the most important. Because showing up when you don't feel like it, that builds character. Showing up when you're tired, when you're busy, when you're stressed, when every part of you wants to skip it, that is what makes you resilient. Those are the days that matter most. Because as we know, motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. It's affected by sleep, stress, and mood, and 100 other things that you can't control. But discipline, real discipline, doesn't depend on how you feel. It depends on who you are as a person. It depends on your character. And who you are is built in the moments when you show up for yourself anyway. Show up when you don't feel like it. That is the habit that changes everything. These 17 habits didn't transform my body overnight. They transformed it one day at a time, one choice at a time, one moment of showing up when it didn't feel like at the time. And if you adopt them, they will do the same for you. So pick one, just one, and start there. And if you want the complete system, the exact routines, progressions, and practices that underpin all of these habits, check out the Mobility Toolkit in the description. It's helped over 180,000 people build a body and a life that moves. Drop a comment below with the habit that you are starting with. I want to know. Get onto them and I'll see you in the next video.